And we're back. It's Friday, April 24th, and we're just now loading up our stream, getting ready to go. Hopefully everything will work out and we'll have a chance to do a little streaming and have a good night. If for some reason we drop off and we lose connection, just hang tight and I will be back on. Just give me, time to reboot everything if something goes wrong. Come on, it's almost there. Yes, come on. We got some sugar beets to harvest. We got some fields that need to be limed, and we got some planting to do. Here we go. We're launching. All right. Let's see. Let's bring up the old map. Okay. Let's get rid of the window for right now. Let's see let's pop into the 6M. I think it's over by the field. Hey, what's going on there, Capricious Capana? Okay, here we go. We're going to lime this field. It's going to probably take a couple of loads of lime to do this field. We're going to set our worker off by pressing the old circle button. Hey, Bubba. That's Shannon. That or D. Let's see now. Let's pop back over here into our pickup and jump out. Let's go to our sale menu. We need a sugar beet harvester. We're going to lease that. Does that say 40,000? Yeah, that says 40,000 liters. Let's leave the tires the same. And then we're going to go over here and lease the sugar beet header. We need a big one. As big as we can get it. I think that's the only one. Yeah, that's about the biggest one we can get there, I think. So we'll lease that header. And then we'll pop into the old ropa. Rope a tiger. Put a tiger in your tank. Some of you may not get that out there. But back in my day when I was a young man, Exxon Gas or Exxon Mobil gas company, their motto was put a tiger in your tank, because the tiger represented their logo. So we're going to get our sugar beet harvested. We got to get some more fields planted. Looking at the overhead map, you can see we've got 4 new fields cut. That's what we're doing. We're getting them ready. Well, I take that back. That's 3 new fields cut. There's one field I haven't got a chance to get around to. We had that cut and plowed in the last time on our last stream. In field 6, which is I'll count. Oh, sorry about that. We count this small field as 1. Right here where it says 25, we count that field as 2. This is 3. We've got wheat in 4. This is 5, even though they're not numbered. Then you got 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we've got our new fields over here, 11, and 12, and 13. And there's a 14 down here. I have to go to the where you can see it because it's sowed in grass right there. This is, you know, we got about 19 fields on here so far, so we're doing pretty good. Let's say by the time we get our map really where we want field wise, we'll probably have maybe 30 fields, 35 fields at the most. So it's not going to be a very, you know, field heavy map, but still they're going to be nice sized fields. Our biggest one is up on the hillside that we plowed in yesterday. I did that off screen because you see me plow 1,000 times, and who wants to watch the old paint dry? So let's get our harvester over here. Let's hit R1 and X to unfold it. Looks like our lime guy has run out of lime. Let's drop our head down. Let's see if we're harvesting beets yet. Yep, we're harvesting beets. Let's get a couple runs in, and we can always get that lime guy back on the go. If you're new to the stream, I'm BigPoppaC. I'm 53, soon to be a 54-year-old retired business owner. I did landscaping and lawn care in my heyday. I was in the Navy, and I've managed a couple of dairy farms in my lifetime. So I do know a little bit about farming. Mostly dairy cows, horses, beef cows. What I learned from my grandfather, I learned from my father, excuse me, and from other men that I worked for. I think I just missed a strip bigger than, yep, I did. This head attachment is a little bit smaller than I'm used to. I usually use the Homer. Let's pull our head back up. Let's turn around. Now this vehicle, you have straight steer, which the back wheels don't move, and you have crab steer, and I'm missing the end, ain't I? And you have where you can back wheels will steer left, or they'll still steer right. We'll come back. What we miss, we'll come back and get. We'll clean it up. This field is, on one end, is good for a worker, and on the other end, where the pig pen is, it's not really that good. You'll have the collisions, and you'll have a hard time backing. These harvesters usually take a lot of room to turn around. They need a lot of room, especially the potato harvester. So this is going to be something we're going to have to do ourselves. I'm hoping it doesn't take the entire stream to do this. I just missed that strip. Yeah, I should have got the Homer. It's got a bigger header attachment. Let's just get this stretcher got. We may have to put a worker on this. Let the worker do it because in cab I'm not too good at watching what I do. I mean, I can hit this. This is no problem. Let's keep it centered. But when you're talking about edges and you've got equipment there in front of you, like the HUD, it's hard to hard to see the edge of that header and make sure it's lined up just right. So let's get this cleaned up. I think if we can get past the where the manure bunker is on that pig stuff, we can get past that. I don't think this harvester will have any problems with the worker. But until we get past that, that's going to be on our way. So these first few strips, that's what I'm trying to do them manually. As you see, the back wheels turn. This is known as crab steering. Makes it easier to turn the harvester. I usually don't opt for that if I'm doing it manually myself. I usually keep the back wheels static, stiff. I swear, I'm going to have to get over by 2 meters in order just to harvest what I want to harvest. Looks like. Yeah, like this. This is the biggest header that they make for rope. In 17 we had a bigger one. We had one that was almost 6 meters. I wish we had that one back in the game. That's why I like the Homer, because the Homer's header is 5.5 meters. I think this one's, I don't know if this is 5 or this is 4.5. I can't remember. It's not very big. And when you think about meters, though, meters is a little bit more than yards, so actually it is a little bigger. 2 meters would be bigger than, wider than 6 feet. According to my old man calculations. Looks like JoJo the Wonder Dog is up. So if you happen to hear him barking, I apologize. He sometimes likes to watch me farm and go off, voice his opinion. If you're new to the stream, or if you're not new to the stream, welcome back. We're on No Man's Land again. We've got some nice little farm carved out of the wilderness. If you're first new to here, we had one field, outhouse, a house, and a small shed, and some smaller equipment, and that was about it. We had to go under government subsidy for a little while in order to get some fields and get some equipment to make those fields, and to help in the construction of our small little town. We're almost full. Let's just do this. Let's put a worker on this and let him make one strip down. He's not going to get far because we're pretty much full, and I need to get a trailer over here to get these meats unloaded. Let's line him up like this. Yeah, we know you got a full harvester, bud. I think we got enough room now to maybe, just maybe, he might be able to set a worker off on this and not have to worry about it. Alright, let's pop into the tractor by magic. Let's fold those out of the way. Over here and get our Joskin trailer. We're trying to work our way up to getting some pigs and getting some cows in. We do have sheep, and they're producing wool. We've had 2 new births on the farm. Out of the 50 that we purchased, we've got 2 new ones to the herd, or the flock, excuse me. And we want to ride with our worker. I don't know, we got about 40,000 right there on the beat maybe, so I don't know, we might get a little over 100,000. Then I need to get back over and get that 6M and the spreader and get spreading, because we need to get those fields cultivated. I sold off the 9RX John Deere, and I sold off the cultivator. I'll show you the cultivator here. No, it was a disc harrow. I'm sorry. It's in disc hairs. We sold off this one right here. This is what we had. We sold it off, and we went for the Joker 12 RT. Well, I had him lined up. He went straight. That's my fault that he's off center, because I couldn't harsh straight line on this thing with this hitter. But we sold those off to do the slot count. Our garage space was getting a little full. And we opted to get the New Holland T8 and that 12-meter Joker. It's about 2.2 meters wider than the John Deere one we had. Set him off. Let's see if he goes. Anyway, we got a Deutz-Fahr Series 9 TTV Warrior, because we got rid of the we had purchased an 8R with front attacher, and it's slot count wise this is too heavy, and as much as I like those tractors, the 8R that we have here has no front attacher. It's the modern one, and it's the one that has, you can put the flotation tires on, and can't use the 3-point link attacher on that. I tried to see if it'd hook up. It wouldn't. Let's see if I forgot about those trees. I'm gonna cry. I didn't want to get rid of those trees because, I mean, I thought, okay, they're out of the way. They're out of the way of that new field, and they're out of the way of this field. They should be. Now, I hadn't had a problem with the workers turning around forage harvester wise or fertilizing wise, but let's see. Okay, he's not going to turn as bad as a potato harvester, but we'll see. Well, he'll probably run into the problems. Let's jump back over to our we get more lime. See, didn't even get the field completed. So let's go ahead and get some more lime. We need to run back to the farm. So the selling of that equipment off and everything else, that I sold off to get the newer stuff, and the less slot count wise, that's why the money was up a little more than it was. Not up that much, but it was up higher than this until I bought the newer stuff. He's going to be full again in a minute, so I'm going to do this quickly. We need to repair our John Deere harvester. We repaired the header. Let's put to our seed point and our lime point. Your lime. Let's check on our. See, it needs a repair. I'm going to repair it here in a little bit, because we've got some stuff going to be coming due pretty soon, crop-wise. Okay. That's okay for right now. Alright, let's go ahead and get back over to that field. We basically have two more fields too, other than the one we're doing now. We have one directly in front of us. If you go through the forest, there's one on the other side of the forest. So I got another smaller field. I'm thinking about putting potatoes in that one. And if you know me, or you don't, you'll know this now. I don't like doing potatoes because I don't like the potato harvester. It's got a 2.2 meter header on it. It's tiny. It has very low capacity as far as the yield it'll hold. This tractor doesn't need some repair before too long. A little TLC. And we got some, he's almost full again. We got some soybean over at Millstone, Farmer Pierce's farm that needs to be, will need to be harvested before too long. We're going to do straw pellets on our next go around. We're going to put some corn in the ground today too, if we can. Hopefully to put it in this field. If we don't do it this stream, it'll be on the next stream, and it'll probably be morning or the next day before we get to it. See, this is what I hate about these things. They don't go edge to edge. They leave little bits. In 17 we didn't have that problem, but for some reason I guess it was a sacrifice, because now the workers will, if they miss a spot, they'll back up. And did he miss a spot right there? What? Surely he didn't. I need to check that. Let's look at the overhead map. He left the spot. Why did he balk right there? There's plenty of room at the end of that field. Turn around. There was a tree at the end of that field. I could have swore I got the stump up. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. We'll have to check into that. That's a little odd. See, they would go edge to edge. I think we're going to get more lime. It's the only thing about doing new fields. They cost you a fortune in lime to begin with. And yeah, I know I could turn lime off, but I like the aspect of it. When I was playing 17, this is one of the questions I put to Mr. CDP and a couple other players. You know, it's like, why don't we lime fields? Because, I mean, in real life and farming, you know, you have to amend the soil, and fertilizer is just one part of amending the soil. Liming is the other part. You got to have a good pH balance, or otherwise, well, I don't know why he balked down here. This doesn't make sense. I don't see a stump. Do any of you see a stump down here at the end? I mean, there was a tree down here, small one, but it's right here. I don't see a stump. So why would he? I'll tell you, these workers, man, I've had two little weird instances, little happenings with these workers. Excuse me, I'm going to try to say incidences. Can't get it said. I think I said it. But I had two little whoopsies with these workers, and it's kind of baffled me. This is one of them. I'll take it back. I had three. This is just one of them. The other one was I was over here on this field, and I went down this side over here where you see where this side right here with the fertilizer spreader, and then I set him off, the worker, and I was over here plowing the new field right there, and I had two workers going. Well, I think I had three. I had one sowing that grass field that I showed you. I had one over here cultivating this field, and I had that one over here on this field here doing this fertilization. And both those other workers went, you know, worker complete, and then the next thing I know, it was worker complete, and he wound up not only doing this field, but as you can see, he did this field. So now we don't have to worry about the final, you know, fertilization state. And he wound up over here next to a rock. And then the first time I had a glitch with a worker, I went down this side of the field right here, came back down this side with him, coming this way, and he should have wound up ended over here someplace. He was up here in the woods. So I can't for the life of me figure that out. What happened? How do they, there's a border edge when you put these borders down, like you see around my fields. He should have never went anywhere. He should have just stopped dead after he got done, but they jumped the border and took off. I mean, it's funny. I'm glad he didn't. He was just fertilizing. I'm glad that there wasn't it wasn't a cultivating worker or a plowing worker and jumped the field and started plowing or cultivating another field, especially if it had a crop in it. All right, let's get over here and get some more lime so we can get the other field along. We want to get these fields prepped. We may not get them sown today, but we're going to try to get them taken care of as far as the fertilization, liming, and cultivation of them. Oh yeah, we put a grass field behind the farm. I didn't show you that field. Oh, wrong menu. Let's jump over here. You'll see it. It's right here. And when I was fertilizing, I think I may have hit over here on. There's a field right there. That little smaller field I showed you. So that's going. Some of these fields are going to show the final stage of fertilization on them. Which I don't know how that happened, but let's stop there. Let's run over here and grab our tipper, and we'll go up here and unload, get him unloaded so he can continue. Yep, this is going to need to be plowed again. Plowed it after corn. I'm going to have to plow it after this. So I've kind of determined made a decision that this 8R is going to be our plow mule, our cultivating mule. It's basically going to be the severe workhorse compared to the kids. Don't do this at home. It's going to be the workhorse. He's going to have us full. We should have dumped. Oh, shoot. I do that every time. Okay, hang on a minute. I have this pipe adjusted. Normally. Hang on. Are we full? We need to come back. I should have got the semi. Okay, let's go ahead and let's just do this. Yeah, don't do this at home. Don't drive across your crops. I don't have crop destruction on, and normally I just drive across my crops to save time. It's easier, faster. I don't like going the long way around the field. I get lazy sometimes. Yeah, I should have got the semi. I'm about the semi on the trailer over here. But it's tipper's got some grass in it. So let's go unload this. Yeah, this is fun. This is what I was talking about, that pipe being just a little too low. I think I'm caught up on it, where I was. Okay. Let's go over here, back over here to unload this one and bring it back over because I forgot this is a 49,000 liter tipper. And that's 40,000 liters or more, I think, in the capacity for the harvester. So that's why we're filling up so fast. Load here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get the semi, because I got a feeling he's going to probably get full at least 2 or 3 more times, and that semi tipper holds 70,000 liters. I'll keep this one over here too. Alright, it's empty. Let's go drop this off. Fertilizer spreader over there on the fields we got limed so we can get them cultivated. To get them cultivated while we got a worker doing some seeding. Okay, this time I won't pull as far forward as I did last time. Okay, with this extension we should get 600,000 liters total in here, I hope. And we're going to try to stuff it full as far as stuff to feed the animals and stuff to sell. We need to take some crops and make some money here before too long. I think we're going to be doing that too. I'm going to check and see what I got. I got a canola field that's going to need to be harvested here pretty soon. Now let's park him here for right now. Let's jump over back to the PlayStation Magic into our... where's it at? Back him up just a little bit. Set him off, go back to that semi. There's a little bit of grass in here. We gotta get rid. Yeah, there's a little bit. So we're gonna have to. We were mowing some grass, but since this morning, you can see what we mowed is starting to grow back, playing catch up with what we. Haven't mowed yet. Let's go dump what little bit of grass we got in here. Now, really not much, but can't mix crops up. Watch out for our hair trailer right here. Well, that's another thing I did. I sold off the shed that I had sitting there and put a new shed in. I'm hoping to park the forage harvester and its equipment under that shed. I think it'll work. I hope it'll work. Okay, let's come to this side of the field and just... He's going to be coming back on the trees, so let's see how he works with the trees here. See, we had that mist strip on the other side. I could have put a plow on here while this guy was doing the harvest and just watch him and work with the plow closely, but is he going to make the turn or is he going to tell me he's going to make the turn? Okay, good. We're not going to have a problem there doing that. Okay, good. Now that I know that a forage harvester can make it and that can make it, the only thing we need to test next time around will be our actual harvester, see if it can make the turn without having to run smack into those trees or the pig pen. Because if I can set a worker off and not have to worry about him stopping or jumping a field or doing anything untoward or stupid. Let's check our I'm worried about that thing. When this thing gets through a little disrepair, it starts spreading. It doesn't spread its full 24, 25 meters. It spreads less. And then it starts eating the line worse than it normally would. Okay, we got that one field done. We got this field over here behind the pig pen done. Let's go over to the other field, and the last thing we're going to do is that big field up on the hill, but we'll do it that off camera. Sorry, I apologize now if my voice is a little gravelly. It's that time of year. It's springtime. The pollen's popped out. We need to get our road finished. Bring it up to this field. Let's go down this. No, let's go down this side over here first with him, and then bring him back the other way on the opposite side of the field. Now, when this thing gets in this a little bit of disrepair, you don't have this width. It kind of falls short, and I could be right where I'm at now, and it'd be missing about 3 or 4 furrows of plowed plot. And he shouldn't balk here. I mean, shoot. If I own the field, see, this is where the trade-off for us on 19 compared to 17. 17, they went edge to edge. You never had those little bits being missed. But on 19, if there's, say, a little spot missed in the field, they'll back up or turn around and go back and hit the spot they missed. So that's the trade. That's something that's didn't happen in 17. And in some instances, some cases, if there's a collision, this thing will sometimes the worker won't recognize it and just keep on going and turn around and do its job. Whereas in 17, if there was the slightest bit of collision in the way, it'd just stop dead in its tracks, or it'd reverse course, and you have a field done, the other half of the field undone. You see, I didn't stop the worker. The worker was going to stop and turn around. Well, let's go ahead and do this myself while he's doing that. Shoot, might as well save myself some money. Of course, we're probably going to run out before I get this field done. Plus, we're going to have that little narrow strip that's going to eat lime like crazy. Alright, let's keep our fingers crossed and hope we get and then we'll go back to the farm, we'll fill back up, and we'll just go ahead and park him up there at the bigger field. Are we going to make it? I hope so. So I need to get over here and fertilize, spread these 3 fields that have the lime on and get them, start getting them worked so they can be planted. We got to finish cultivating that smaller field over there behind the small cow bunker, cow shed. Excuse me. Now I may say some things that you'll hear and you'll be like, "What?" So that's one of the reasons why that's why I call it a cow bunker. It's a cow shed, cow pasture. But at times, well, I might say cow bunker, which means cow shed. Same thing. Just different way of saying it. That's what, you know. Everybody has different terminology, the way and the way we talk and how we describe things. All right, he's full again, so let's hurry up with this. Let's get this filled up again real quick. Once we get this last field line, that should be it. We shouldn't have to line anytime soon, hopefully. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, all that good luck and that good juju we need. Eventually, this field over here that has the sugar beets in it, this is going to be the second time it's going to be plowed. I say by the third time we harvest off of it, it's going to need lime again, but we're going to at least get one more harvest before that happens. Now, this is our grass field. It's got grass in it. It's for our hay. Let's go ahead and park this up here by the bigger field. Okay, I'm going to use the landscaping tool to show you what this field looks like real quick. We got a little pathway or roadway right there. Goes all the way out. So we still have more room for more fields. It's got a little, you know, it's a little, we'll call a key field because it's like a key. It's not very wide, but it is one of the bigger. I think it's the biggest field on this map that I've cut so far. Let's get our truck. I guarantee he's dropped that pipe down. I can put that pipe up, and I guarantee he's dropped it back down. Yep, he has. That's the only thing about it's like, you know, when I set the pipe where it should be, leave it where I want it. Don't readjust it back to the worker, because I don't know if we're going to have to get a chance to get under this or not. About bump it. Oh, we did. Okay. All right. Let me get the jump into the tractor with the fertilizer. No, that's going to be no. Let's see. What do I do with the fertilizer? It's back up. Wouldn't you know it? Oh, Lord. I thought it was over here with all this other equipment. Since we were busy doing all this soil amending and I think the next thing on our list of things to do is we need to get a bale shed made so we can put those bales under cover. Because I think what I want to do after I do a couple of harvests is I'm going to flip the switch on this map and we're going to put seasons on it. I think we could survive on seasons on this map with doing crops and possibly even doing you could do like lumber in the winter time to supplement the income with the sell points and stuff like that. You know, we could do some straw pellets and have straw pellets in storage and. But so that's one of the reasons why I'm holding off on pigs and cows, because that parameter changes in seasons. Bad enough I got sheep on here now, and I don't have the breed type of merinos, which produce more wool. So this old worker here we're going to put on this field, he'll do the same thing that the lime guy did. He'll leave little bits and not go edge to edge, but that's okay. It's no problem. Nothing we can't clean up. Set them off. We'll go down this side of the field, then I'll put them on the other side, and then I'll turn them loose. Probably by that time, I'd say our harvester will probably be full of beets again. I need to get these fields workable so we can put some crop in them. I want to put corn in this field for a silage harvest. I mentioned a couple streams ago when we did our first silage harvest that we'll probably be doing another one. I want to put corn in this one, and I'm thinking I want to put corn in that one because I want to do a big harvest this time around. I want to do about 5, maybe over 500,000 liter harvest. So we can really get some TMR made, have enough crops to do the animals we need. Because even with, if you start off with just 25 or even 50 cows, you're going to have a lot of feeding to do. Okay. Let's jump back over. Not in that. Oh, while we're here, let's go ahead and clean the sheep. You might be saying that's a kind of a waste of a tractor to clean sheep with, but let's see. Yeah, I bet you he's about full. Well, we got 2 full harvesters off here. That's the 3rd full harvester. We're gonna have some sugar beet. That's good. Trying to think what to put back in here after we get this thing plowed and repurposed. There's no way he's gonna finish this field off. I can guarantee that there's gonna be at least this full load and maybe another partial load. Maybe. I'm saying that, but I got a feeling this strip down and one more strip back, he'll be full again. I keep hitting the wrong menu. But we do have wheat in this. That's what we're going to do our pellets with. I think we're going to go possibly do barley in that again, or canola. We got canola over here right now. We got Farmer Pierce's soybean in that field. This field we might do oats. I'm not for sure. I'm going to put soybean in this one. Don't know what I'm going to do there. We got grass in this one right here. This smaller field, I don't know why that. I only fertilized it once after I plowed it. I don't know why it's modeled like that. I don't understand. And I think we're going to put soybean in that field. We're going to have, before too long, have a lot of these fields sown, and we're going to be jumping around the map like a rabbit when it comes time to harvest. We may have to look into investing into another harvester, which means a whole new setup. And if we do, it's going to be the same setup. It's going to be the John Deere with all the trimmings. That's going to run us over $500,000 to do that, so we have to get our money back up a little bit. That's what we need to do, get some crops in the silo, and we need to get some crops sold. Alright, gave him some room. Whoa. Just about got backed into by the harvester. That's my fault. I don't know what we're going to put in that field. I don't know. Should we keep that field, or should we put something there? Maybe put a hay shed there. I'm not quite certain yet. Put a bale shed for our bales. Yep, loading it with beet. If we can get some more corn in, we got about 90,000 liters off that one field, that corn harvest. We did that off camera after our last stream. If we get some more corn in here, I think that's what we're going to do pigs next, maybe. I may hold off, because eventually I'm going to probably, like I said, click this over the seasons, which means all the fields will have to be repurposed again, but that's okay. They need to be plowed again and everything else. That's fine. My thing is they're done. You know, there's no, the fields that are here now weren't here, now they are here. That's the plus side of things. We don't have to recut them and replow, recreate them. All right, let's see. Like I said, it misses little bits. We'll get the other end of the field here in a minute. Well, there's little bits of miss. I'm going to do this one while he's harvesting. This one shouldn't take long at all. And I need to do the one behind the pig pen. That should have them all done. Then we can get this new hauling over there and let it get the cultivator going. Wow, he's almost full again. Holy mackerel. I can't believe that small of a field's producing that much sugar beet. Whew. Because we've already put in, what, 118,000 from the 2 Joskins and another 7, another 70. Holy mackerel, that's a lot. Yeah, now you can understand why I don't want to do a bigger field of sugar beet. We would be here for about 3 or 4 hours. Okay, that should be done. Let's go in here to the other end of this little field where I know he missed some little bits, and then we'll do the other small field. Well, I just got a friend request pop up. I don't know if y'all saw that or not, but hey, I got a new buddy. So I'm gonna remind myself to hit yeah when I get off of here. For those of you that have subscribed to my channel, I sure do appreciate it. I've gone from 53 subscribers to 59. I think I'm at 60 almost, I think. I may be at 60. So I appreciate that, you know. That tickles my heart. And you guys that come in and watch, you know, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. You can if you want to. I'm not, you know, you can ask questions if you want to. You can, you know, just, you can comment while you're in here, or you can comment down below after this is uploaded and the stream has ended. You know, but if you're here and you want to say something, or you want to ask a question, or tell me about yourself, you know, go right ahead. You know, nobody's going to take your head off. I'm not, you know, I'm not that kind of person. I like hearing from other people and where they live and what they do, and I don't care if you're a ditch digger, as long as you're doing honest, hard work, or you're a student and doing it the right way. That's all that matters to me in life. If you're doing the best you can with what the world has given you, then I commend you. The only thing I ask while you're here is if you comment, we stay out of politics, we stay out of religion, and we don't talk about, you know, what's going on right now, because the powers that be, YouTube, they don't want us to discuss that stuff live and get things going, you know, and get people panicking. And it was bad enough there at the beginning. I know that's a mess. I know that for a lot of people, this has become kind of like a nightmare, a living nightmare. I'm sorry, but we're going to beat this. We're going to get over this. I'm not going to use the old catchphrase, because you know what that is. You know, we're in this together. Well, you know, in a way we are, but really no. You know, I'm not sitting next to you. I'm not going through your struggle. You're not going through my struggle. We're separate people. But all thing I can tell you to do is hang in there. It will get better. This old world has beaten anything that's come along, and we've survived and moved on. Yeah, we're going to suffer a loss. That's what life is about. Life's about loss. It's part of life. It's something we have to get used to. It's something that stinks, but we have to live with it. And the best thing we can do is, you know, try to move on with ourselves when things like this come about. Just keep the faith. But yeah, if you want to comment or say anything to me, you can. If you don't have to, you just sit there and watch. But I appreciate you guys who have subscribed to me out there. You're making an old man happy, and the thing is, I don't do this to get monetized or get paid or anything like that. I don't, you know, that's not the reason why I do this. I do this for myself, for you. I like that. I want to have a little fun in my life. This is kind of fun to me. You know, it's all new to me. I just started streaming here back in the early fall. Right before, you know, right about the time 19 came out is when I started streaming. So, you'd ask me a question, would you like to have more subscribers? Yeah, I'd like to have more subscribers. I like to make, you know, I like making new friends and meeting new people. I want to know about you, and know about who you are and what floats your boat. What makes you happy? What do you enjoy doing? Stuff like that. So I'm glad you're here. Let's set him off on this side of the field, then we'll move into the opposite side, and then we'll come back to that sugar beet harvester who's slowly costing us money with the workers sitting inside it. I should have jumped over there and turned him off, but he's not eating us out of house and home. You gotta remind me to get that harvester fixed, get it repaired, and for our next go around. And we need to be checking on this here before too long, because we've done a lot of fields with it here lately. We've done like 5 so far. And I'm pretty sure the chisels and the discs on this thing and the rollers are slowly starting to wear off. Okay, we got this end of the field, this side of the field done. Hopefully he won't go crashing into the woods. Hopefully he'll do it right. For all we know, he might wind up in Kalamazoo, Michigan, by the time it's all said and done. But let's hope he doesn't. I don't want to drive that far to chase him down, find my tractor and find my cultivator. Let's put him on this side. And then we'll use that old PS4 magic and we'll jump over to the harvester and get him unloaded. Make sure he gets a good start. Alright. Back into the old truck we go. So I'm curious to see when he gets done with this big section if he'll jump over and get that little bit that I missed earlier, or that he missed one because I had him not lined up the right way. Now, I don't know why it is, but if you go in this way sometimes, it doesn't matter how you do it, you can wind up smacking the pipe. We might get another full load. We may have over almost 300,000 liters by the time it's all said and done. That's going to be awesome if we have that kind of sugar beet on hand. We may do, instead of doing those 2 fields of corn for size, we may do a 3rd field for actual harvest for the pigs. Yeah, that smaller field, I don't know. I'll have to have a think about that. I may have to let you guys chime in and tell me, you know, should I burn that little small field down right here by the house and put a bale shed in it, or would that be overkill as far as shed space and stuff? I mean, we got enough shed space there. I could probably put twice the amount of equipment in it, but the reason why I did that was, well, that's the pellet factory or shed. The reason I did it was I like to keep certain things separate, especially when it comes to these horse seeders. I had that thing parked straight, and as you can see, it's creeped over to the left. I don't know why it does that. It did it when it first got released to the game. They updated it to fix it from doing that, and they need to update it again. I don't know what's causing that. But all that horse pack seeders, that and the Maestros and all the other ones, they all do that. I don't know why. The only one that doesn't creep out of the horse pack, the Maestro, the Pronto doesn't creep, and where's it at here? This one right here, the EVO, it doesn't creep, but this one creeps, and the planters creep like that. I mean, that was straight yesterday, the last stream, last night. I slept through the night. It was still straight. I've been gone for doing my work on this field, the off-screen work that you didn't see as far as creating the fields. And here we are down streaming, and boom, there it is. It's crooked. It was like straight up and down. I mean, I don't understand why it does that. I used to put a weight down right beside it to where it wouldn't do that, and that usually helps. But it's like, I'm not going to. Why spend $800 on a weight to keep that thing? Let it creep. That's why I have extra sheds, because I figure if that thing's going to creep around and do that kind of thing, it doesn't run into the other equipment and move it. If you weren't here for the last stream, we changed the silo out. with the multi-fruit silo. Holds 500,000 liters, just like the EMS shed pack silo, which I do have on the farm, because I didn't know if they had a silo that held multi-fruit, but this one does, so I put that in. This shed's going to be for our forage harvester. I'm hoping we can get it under here. I'm not for sure. I like it because it's a drive-through, and you can come in, if you want to, you could come in it from the sides. I don't think there's any collision. I'd like to get this tree gone, and maybe one more. That way you have double access to that field through it, and back. But we got this big long shed that we use for our semi stuff, our tractor trailer. So yeah, I might have went a little bit overkill on the shed space, but there's a method to my madness. Alright, let's see where he's at. Yeah, okay. He may get the rest of this field in there, I don't know. It's a possibility. I think I'm going to put the Joskin back up for now. I'm going to take the deer and get the plowable. I'm just going to use the semi for the unloading of the sugar beet. Go ahead and park this up someplace over here in our shed. I'm trying to think what to do. Let's see, we got that pretty much stocked. Let's go over here and let's put this inside our big shed here, maybe. Should we? No, I know where I'm going to put it. I know where I'll put it over by the loading wagon. Just a little bit of frame rate drop right there. I don't know if that's because of the stuff we got on the farm. Sometimes that happens. I don't experience it a whole lot. This happens every once in a while, so if you've seen it, a little shakiness, a little lagginess there, that's probably due to the fact that we got all this equipment in the same proximity to each other. And a lot of this equipment some of this stuff is not standard in-game stuff, it's modded stuff, so that could be a possibility. So let's put the Joskin right there next to the loading wagon. Let's get our plow so we can start plowing the field we're harvesting. He's almost full again. Woo! Yeah, I don't think our worker's going to get that entire field done in this last go. I think he's going to fill up, and there's going to be a couple little small strips. Let's let our plow go up and down the field a couple times. We'll stop him so he don't run into any of our equipment. Jump out. Yeah, he's probably going to have this last little bit that I missed, and that little strip right there, and then that's going to probably be it. So we're almost done. I'm going to have to take him. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's going to have to do this one little strip. So hopefully we'll get him some room here to finish that little strip. But let him unload. Yep, we're full. He should have enough room to finish this last little bit out. Let's go ahead and take this down and unload it. And then when we get done with him, we'll wash him off. I know I can't wash him off. That's another thing I keep forgetting to get. Pressure washer. We need to get a pressure washer. Some of our equipment's starting to look like it was bought second hand. I just now noticed that chat's not working, so hang on. Let me see if I can't fix it. Because I see Epic Journey was in here, Farmer Pierce is in here. Let's see, Farmer Pierce said he was doing some errands. Look at my chat here. Oh, Epic Journey was in here. Yeah, it's frozen. Yeah, it was frozen. I'm hoping it's picked back up. Hey, Michael. Well, I'm sorry, man. If you're still out there watching, I'm sorry. Capricious, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. If you say something to me and I don't answer you back, give me a second to look over at the at my laptop. I'm watching on the laptop, and I just noticed, just now noticed that the chat stream had frozen up. So if you're out there and I didn't say hey to you or didn't answer you back, I apologize. I didn't know the chat was frozen up. This has been happening to me and several others. I think it's where YouTube is getting ready to transition over to the new YouTube Studio tools. I think that's the reason why it's happening. I'm not quite sure, but if you're here and you say something and I don't say something directly to you, just give me a second to look over towards my monitor. Now, I got bad eyesight, and that's that when you guys type in your comments, that's a little tiny for me, so I might have to pick my laptop up and move over to where I can see it better. I'm in dire need of new bifocals, that's for sure. Let's route him, let him finish up. Is there a plow plowing? He's still plowing? Yeah, there he is. We need to move him over here in a second. I saw where Capricious kept me and said hey, and that's the only person I saw that said hey, so I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know how to fix this in stream, not without losing the stream. I can start the stream back up, but we've come so far I don't want to do that right now. I'm afraid I might lose you. Hang on just a second here. Let me see something here. Well, I'm trying something, so if you see me pausing and moving back and forth and stuff like that, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to fix this. I don't know how to fix this. cannot believe my chat's gone. This did this to me the other night while I was trying to stream and talk to people. I don't know why this is doing this. Let's jump into him real quick. Get him on this other side. That way he don't come rolling over into the trees. I don't know why the chat in the stream is down. I don't know what's happening. I may have to go to eventually go to a private server, like Discord or something like that. Hang on just one second, guys. I'm going to do something. Yeah, I'm going to have to probably go to get a private server in on this. I've been reading about this, and it talks about, you know, if you have problems during the stream, it could be your encoder. My thing is, I don't really actually have an encoder, so that's going to have to be a thing I need to look into, because I don't know what is going on with this chat on the... Let me look at my... You're going to see a little Bob. Just hang on for a second. I'm going to check something. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. I can't figure it out. I cannot figure it out for the life of me, figure out what's going on. I'm going to take him back to the store and return him. If you're watching the stream, if you are trying to chat to me, I can see on the laptop if you are saying anything. I do monitor my stream, but chat is down, and I apologize. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. This happened to a buddy of mine, Epic Journey, last night, and this happened to me on the last couple of streams where people were talking and it stopped. The only thing I can tell you to do is try refreshing your page or signing out and signing back in and come back into my stream and see if it starts working. I've refreshed my page. I've looked. And I'm afraid if I start going looking too hard on a way to fix this, we'll wind up losing the stream and losing you guys and that kind of thing. So I don't know what to do. I really don't. That's one of those things I'm going to have to figure out. I've tried to troubleshoot it through YouTube, so I don't know, what to do. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Having that stuff gives you a different chat, but the thing is, I don't know how that works out. I really don't. But let's get this in here to return. Oh, I should have repaired it. Been a nice person to repair, but I didn't. That's my fault. Alright. He's plowing. Let me get back to the truck so I can dump him out. Looks to me like he's done cultivating that field, so we need to get him onto another one. Oh, where's the truck? Where's the truck? Finally, found the truck. Let me look at something. I'm going to pause for 1 second. You're still going to be able to hear me. I'm going to look at something. Bring my laptop over here. I'm going to look at something real quick. Let's see if we can't fix this. Oh, Lordy. No, I don't know what to do, dude. Really, I don't. I don't know how to fix it. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do that when I'm done. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that. I don't know how to fix that. I've asked that question in the troubleshooting help menu, and it doesn't give me a direct answer. It just says something about the encoder, which, you know, with PS4, and I've got all my parameters up as far as chat. I mean, I saw the first person who said something to me, and they're gone now. I haven't seen the last several comments after that first one, so I don't know what happened. Let me look at something else. Okay, let's pull the truck out of the way here. I think we're going to take it back over here towards the forage harvester. Well, to Epic Journey, Farmer Pierce, all you guys that were here earlier and said something to me, I noticed, you know, that my viewers were going up a little bit, but I did not notice that the chat was froze. I apologize for that. I do not know what is going on here. I can't figure it out. For the life of me, cannot figure it out. Let me try something else real quick. I'm going to try one more thing and see if that works and see if that helps. It may not. But we're going to try it. Alright. I don't know if that's going to help it or not. Let me do something here. I don't know why that's doing that. I swear I don't. Yeah, see, Funny Bone just popped in and he said something. I didn't even see it. Bone, I don't know what's going on with my chat. I don't know how to fix this sucker. I mean, it's driving me nuts. I missed a lot of people talking to me. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Epic. I'm gonna bring. Bone wants to play with me one night, and I'm gonna bring him on. You know, you can switch this map back and forth. I mean, I can be single player like I'm doing right now, or I can put it on multiplayer, and he can join me. I can see what you're typing in chat. It's not coming up. My chat is froze, but I can see what you're saying. So I'm trying to pay attention to what you guys are saying right now while I got this worker going. Juan, what's going on, son? My chat's frozen down, so I can't see you. on this little chat bar over here, this little chat area over here to the right under my tractor, but I can see you on my laptop. I always monitor, and I didn't notice that the chat had gone down until about 5 minutes ago. I saw Farmer Pierce and Epic Journey, and my sister was on here, and it's wild. Yeah, Bones got my list. I've got my list. I can share with you on Epic on I can share with you on not Facebook. I could probably either send it to my Twitter and then turn around and send it that way, or I can send it to you PS4 wise. It's a long, heavy list. Now I've got some things turned off that I'm not using. I've got some of the latest mods in here that have just come out in the last few weeks. I've got all the DLCs, that kind of thing. It's very similar to what we had on Green River. You're not really, with some of the things that we had on Green River gone. So you wouldn't. I don't think you'd have to load much. I don't think, unless you've unloaded that list that we had on Green River. But yeah, I want to do a multiplayer and have a few friends on here one night. I'm just waiting on Bone to get his done. If you want me to share my list with you, dude, I'll be glad to. You know, you're more than welcome. I don't want to get too many in here because we get a lot of lag, but I figured if you want to come along, if Bone wants to come along, and maybe get one or two others people, that should be enough to do it. We can get on here and, I don't know, just farm it together a little bit. But I'm looking at my list here that I've gotten now, and I'm determining, you know, what am I using, what I'm not using. Should I get rid of this? Should I get rid of that? Okay, I'll send it. Sussex, I don't know. Yeah, well, if we have to go on Sussex, that's fine, Bone. But man, after my last little incident on Sussex, I really don't know if I want to go back on that bug piece of crud. I'm sorry, I'm being generous when I say it that way, because I was telling Epic last night, I had that thing on contracts, messed up on contracts a couple times, saved the game, jumped out, stopped the game completely, reboot the entire PS4, come back in, and things went right back to normal. The glitch stopped. That last time, that glitch, I saved it, thinking, okay, it's going to be like it was the last couple of times, and it was stuck. No matter how many times I canceled the contract, it wouldn't. I could cancel the contract, not move my equipment, thinking, okay, I've canceled, let me go out, restart, come back in, and it's canceled. And I'd go out, restart, I wouldn't save it, I'd go out and restart the map again and come back in, and none of my equipment would move. And somebody said, hey man, just clear some of your cache out, that might help. And I did, and I actually cleared the cache that had it, Dreistenhof, and another map that I had some hours on. So I lost about 400 hours from the Let's Plays, and that day I was so mad at Jim, I was ready to spit barbed wire. That's how mad I was. So I don't mind doing Sussex, but when it comes to doing job contracts on there, if it's not fertilizing, planting, cultivating, or harvesting, I wouldn't do it. Those transport jobs are bugged out the wah, and I'm sorry, but it's like, don't get me started, because this map has some glitches too. I mean, Epic's got the. Let me jump to that point right there. I'm going to show you what he was talking about last night. I saw it last night. I couldn't believe it. Nuts. He's missing this cell point right here. It's not even on the ground after he had his little glitch. And he's missing... He had this, but he's missing the... this little button right here for customization and returns and stuff like that, and repairs and... Yeah. This is where I tell Jim, fix your maps. Figure it out and fix them, dude. I'm sorry. I like you as a modder, and I think you do wonderful maps, and they are detailed, but I'm not going to blow sunshine up your rear end. Fix them. I don't kiss anybody's butt, not even my parents. What am I missing? Let's park him right there. See, ever since I'm missing all kinds of stuff. Washo's broken. Probably is. I don't know if it's the PS4 reacting to his maps or if it's his maps alone. But it seems like Sussex and this one, Epic had his little glitch with the tree. He mowed down some trees. He had all his stuff placed on his farm. Came back, boom, all it gone. And then I had a glitch on here today. I was over here. Let me go to the overhead by using the landscape tool. I was over here doing this field, plowing it out, and I was re-edging my borders. And I jumped out into another tractor, came back to that John Deere. That's the one I'm using to plow. And I went back to the tool, and it said sell. The tool wouldn't come up. So I got out of game, quit the game, saved it, quit, came back in from a restart on just the game itself. Still the same thing. So I rebooted the entire system, came back in, and it was working again. So here we go, glitchy, glitchy, glitchy again. You know, it's like, come on, man, really? Sussex now this one? And you know the man hears from his fans and from other people, and even from giants. Hey, man, the map's bugged. You need to be doing something about it. And it's like, you know, this is how you lose your following. When you've got people who follow you, and you don't want to take care of them. By saying, hey, you're my loyal fans, you're my followers, I want to fix it. And my thing is, if I did a map, and you came to me right now and said, hey, Papa, your map's screwed up. What do you think I'd do? I'd fix it. That's what kills me. It's like, really? That's where I get irked. And you don't want a 400-pound ex-Navy seaman to be on your butt. You just don't. I'm worse than a battalion of Marine Corps grunts. Force Recon couldn't control my anger. Let's put it that way when I get mad. It'd take a battalion to stop me. And I hate to rant and rave on a stream, but that's just... It gets to me. I'm not easygoing, and you can't placate me. You can't go, here you go. Here's your nice new shiny toy, well, to keep you happy. That don't work. You'll find out my character, I don't kiss butt. I'm not political. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. Religion, yeah. I can say, yeah, I believe I'm Christian, but am I a good Christian? No. So, there. We got all that stuff out of the way. I don't toe the line. I don't kiss butt, and because I don't do that, I don't play politics and don't do the dance. It's cost me a lot of jobs in the past where people were like, "Hey man, do this or else," and I was like, "See ya." I don't else it because I'm not saying can you be bought, BigPoppaC? Yeah, I could probably be bought for the right price. But I wouldn't do it to where I wouldn't do it to where it compromised the way I am and my morals. And no, I can't be bought. I'm just teasing. You couldn't offer me enough money to compromise my morals and my honor. There's no way. I'd rather die first. And there you go. There's my politics for the night. I'm a warrior, and a warrior would rather give up and die than go against his nature. And I don't go against my nature. I don't go against the way I was raised or my upbringing. I don't go against my moral compass or my code. It's like I've told you before. It's either black or it's white. It's right or it's wrong. There is no middle ground. There is no gray area. When you bring in a gray area or a middle ground, you compromise and you give up something of yourself to the point where it makes you sick. And I can't live like that. That's just not me. My motto in life is to each his own. You do what you want to do. I do what I want to do. As long as it don't harm me, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you pray, if you believe, or if you don't believe. That's all on you. It's not on me. You could be a Muslim. I don't care. Muslims ain't the problem with this world. Christians ain't the problem with this world. It's greed is what's wrong with this world. And there is Politics 101. I'm done. Let's get this farming done, man. I gotta get some crops in the ground. And I got a field that needs liming, and I got a field over here that needs fertilizing and cultivating again. So we can redo it. And I'm gonna have some crops that I've sown pop up on me here pretty soon. Before too long, I'll say it's time to harvest. Alright, let's go ahead and set the worker off on this. I need to get the fertilizer over here and do some fertilizer spreading. And see, I was mowing earlier this morning and the grass is starting to grow back. That tells you how busy I've been on this map. If you haven't seen, there's our new fields over here. That one, this one, and Mr. Big Key up here on the hillside. We've got 19 fields. I thought I had 20, but I told Epic we had 20. Pro Gamer, what's going on? Sorry, I just saw where you said hi. If you're still here, man, I apologize. My chat is down. I've got my laptop up and I'm monitoring the stream, so when I look over once in a while, if I don't say anything to you or respond right back at you, give me a second or two to look over at the chat's working on YouTube as far as on my laptop, but on here, why it's doing this, I don't know. It's done this the last couple of streams where it works and it stops, and I can get it reworking again, and it's done this to Epic, and I've been noticing a lot of people besides the people I know are having problems with it, and I think it's where they're transitioning over. They're getting ready to get rid of the old studio tools and put in these new ones. I think that's probably causing the problem. I'm not really for sure, but I've looked up everything in the book on how to fix it, and I've gone to the help thing and troubleshoot in YouTube. It's like, it's probably your encoder. I don't have an encoder. I don't have OBS. I don't have Streamlabs. I don't have any of those fancy doohickeys. I'm not a PC streamer. If I had a PC stream, I would have stuff like that to help boost the chat and everything else and stuff. So I don't know. I may have to go to a server. I may have to go to a Discord or TeamSpeak or something like that. And Twitch is like YouTube. It's twitchy. And my thing is, I don't know if I want to pay an arm and a leg to do stuff. I'm not in this for money, and I don't want it costing me money. That's the reason why I do it. That's another reason why I do this. It's free. But at the moment it starts costing money, it's like, nah, you don't think so. That's not going to happen. Let me stop right here. I'll look at my chat real quick. Let's see here. Alright, Pro Gamer's still here. It happens to me a lot when I stream. Oh, really? Yeah, see, so, boom. Epic and I are not, and the others that I've noticed that like I said, people I don't know, we're all not alone. It happens to, yeah, Farmer Pierce said it happens to everybody, even it happens to DJ Goham sometimes. So my thing is, if it's happened to the best of us, then it's also happening, and it's also happened to the rest of us, then it's got to be either YouTube or conflict between YouTube and PS4. I don't know. Can't figure it out. It's frustrating. But the fortunate thing is, I do monitor my stream. Every time I stream, I have my laptop sitting right next to me. If I have to pause, and I tell you I have to pause, that's because I'm an old fart. My prescription on my glasses is 10 years old. I'm way overdue on a new pair of bifocals. And so I have to bring the laptop closer to me so I can see what's going on. I mean, yeah, I can see the TV, but small print where it's, even if it's up under my nose, I can't see it because that part of my glasses is shot. That's the woes of being old, and that's the woes of being on a fixed income, and that's the woes of how things have jumped up in inflation-wise over the last few years. I mean, we went 5 years ago to get my eyes checked. I get my eyes checked about once every 2 years, which is the norm for me. That's what they told me to do. But every time I go to pick out a pair of glasses and stuff like that, $1,800 for a pair of glasses. I'm like, really? I used to pay $5. $1,800. I don't have $1,800 to spare. I'm sorry. What I make money-wise pays the overhead on where I live, which is the monthlies and the groceries and the insurance. And then once that's gone, it's gone. I'm pretty sure it's like that for everybody in this country, especially now. Jeez, we need to get back to doing things. I'm sorry. I think I read a post from who was it I read a post off of? I think it was Epic had a post on Facebook. It was by Governor Cuomo. They tested a bunch of New Yorkers, and they said 16% of the people in New York they tested were positive, and they had antibodies, which means they had it. They never experienced it, and yet their body is now immune to it. Hey, there's your cure. Take those people's blood and manufacture a serum. That's what we used to do. I mean, where do you think anti-venom came from? I don't know if anybody knows how they make anti-venom, but I sure do. They take the snake venom, they mix it with horse blood or sheep blood, normally it's horse blood, and they re-inject it into the horse. And the horse goes through the symptoms of what, say, a rattlesnake would, the venom would do to your body. And somehow it creates antibodies, and those antibodies are mixed with that venom and that horse's blood, and then they redraw that out somehow out of the horse and manufacture that into antivenom for us. Really amazing little useless fact. Now, let's see, let's get him off that. Raise that up. We're ready for planting there. We're ready. Excuse me, we need to go over here and get this cultivated, and then we need to start some planting. Because the only thing I planted today is grass in 2 fields and wheat. I need to get some corn in the ground. And I think let's park him right here for right now. I'm gonna get the planter. In case you're wondering what happened to all the John Deeres, I kept this the 8R because I like it. It has the flotation tires. The rest I had to sell, other than the 6Ms. I still kept those. They weren't that bad. I got a New Holland T8, which you see right there, and I got the Dutzfar Series 9 TTV Warrior. I had to drop I was a little slot heavy, and I wanted to drop it down just a little bit. And there may come a time when I have to trim the fat some more, because if I do go on seasons, I don't want to, with this map, I don't want to, I want to have some, wiggle room. Alright, we're going to do corn in 2 different fields. Let's get some seed. Let's top off the fertilizer. Let's put it on corn. We want to get some corn in the ground. We want to do a silage harvest. We want corn for pigs. So let's see. Why is it not triggering? I'm not in the trigger, that's why. And but field wise, I was going to show, we have this other field down here that you didn't see. Let me bring it back, bring it up. That's grass. And we cut a field back here behind the farm. That's grass for hay. We're going to eventually get this one limed, fertilized, the whole schmear, and then we're going to put soybean in that, I believe. We're going to corn for silage. I think we're going to eventually put potatoes in that, do potatoes in that. This one, I'm going to probably go with oats. This one, which is not planted, will be barley. And we may do another soybean there. Eventually I want to do a big harvest on canola. We do have canola in this one right now. This one, the worker was fertilizing it. We went down this side of the field, came on this side, went up one side, and then turned him loose on this side. He jumped the border, fertilized the already cultivated field, so that's why we got a second state on, or final state on it, and wound up by the little rock sitting right here across from the straw bar. How he jumped the border, how he got over there, I don't know. That's like the worker I had that jumped the field and wound up in the woods, and he should have been on should have been on one side of the field, and he wound up on the opposite side of the field in the woods. And I know I had him going the other way, so it's like, okay, what happened there? So I've had a couple little worker woes on this map too. I don't know if that's because of the close proximity of the borders or the fields or what it is, but we might want to put that on corn, shouldn't we? And another thing I want to do is I want to do Epic got me stoked last night. I want to do cotton. I haven't done cotton in a while. I want to do cotton. And yeah, I know this is supposed to be a European map. We're going to pretend like this is Tennessee. The western part of Tennessee where they do cotton. And we're going to put cotton down too, do a cotton harvest. But yeah, we want to get some corn in this field we're going to do another silage harvest, and it's going to be a bigger one. So we're going to do this field right here, the field up front and to the left. We're going to do it. That's going to be for our silage harvest. We're still going to mow grass with the forage harvester like we've been doing. We're trying to stuff both our silos to the gills with grass, because I do cows across the board. I do TMR, I do silage hay mix and grass when it comes to feeding. I know with seasons you don't have to. You can just go TMR normally, and that's fine. And you can also do it without. If you're not doing season, you can do just TMR, and the cows are fine. But I tend to think they probably produce just a little bit more when they're being fed across the board. I may be wrong in that. Bones said he had problems. I don't know if he's got problems with YouTube or if it's just because, you know, he's a nut. I mean, he's a good nut though. I like him. Alright, let's put him on this. Let's pray to God that he don't wind up in the middle of those trees by the time it's all said and done, or on some other field, planting some other field. Let's unfold our cultivator. We're losing daylight slowly. I don't know if we're going to get any harvesting done today. Those fields probably won't come due to, like, that corn field I was going to harvest on this stream came due in the middle of the night. I was out here harvesting to midnight on that one. Came due right about around 10:30 at night, map time. Was everybody still with me, or have I lost y'all? Yeah. I haven't seen anything come across the chat in quite a while, so I'm wondering. Yeah, I may what I do is do what Epic did last night, was just turn this sidebar off. He'll have to tell me how to do it. I'm old. I don't know if I can do it or not. Epic, you may have to walk me through on how you turn this sidebar off on the PlayStation screen or whatever, and I'll just leave the chat up like it is on YouTube. Let's keep doing what I've been doing, which is monitoring the chat on my laptop. This is where I got to give Big Mama A kiss, because that was one of my Christmas presents besides the PS4. She gave me the PS4 right before Christmas, right before 19 came out, and she basically set me up, and Farmer Pierce coerced me into streaming, and, oh, you're a good storyteller. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I got on to doing this. It's free. I have fun doing videos, Let's Play wise videos and streaming, and I have fun talking to people, and I've met all kinds of interesting new friends, and that's the only reason why I do it. I don't do this for money. That's like I said earlier, the subscribers like I said, I jumped from 53 to like 59, maybe 60. I think that's you wouldn't believe how that's blown me up. I mean, it's just like, wow, that just feels so good. And the views, man, the views. I like getting off here, coming back a couple hours later after the stream starts uploading, and hey, man, look how many views I got. People who are not in the chat, just watching, it blows my mind. It's like, wow. Dang. Now, would I like more subscribers? Yeah. More friends, the merrier. But like I said, I'm not doing this for a monetization or a cash payout. I'm just doing this for the heck of it. I don't care. As long as this thing stays free and I can keep on doing this, I'm going to keep on doing this. Should I keep on with this mowing? Well, it'd help to get the trailer unhooked, wouldn't it? Oh, man. Some more grass if I can while these guys are doing what they're doing. 9 times out of 10, these workers beat me before I can get anything done. Ooh, we've been going for what? Ooh, golly, really? An hour and 55 minutes? Holy mackerel. Hope everybody's being entertained and not bored. Watching me sometimes can be like watching paint dry. Let's start here where our little... We'll try to leave the new grass alone. I can sit here and mow this entire map probably. Fill up 9 silos by the time it's all said and done. I'll try to get the rest of the grass off this little hill and move on to another area. Because I want to pack those silos to the gills with hay, straw, and grass. And then I also want to pack them full with TMR. And once I get another harvest of corn for the pigs, I think we're going to jump the pigs. Start doing some pigs. Because we got canola, we got soybean, we got sugar beet now, so we do that harvest. We've got enough to feed them. Don't go nuts. Turn off show comments, I think it's what it's called. Okay. Okay. I think my stream is bubbling up and down. I mean, I'm still streaming. If you can still hear me, it looked like it was in a buffering mode there for a second on my laptop. So if you're still with me, cool. I'm still here. We're still streaming. You may have to refresh your page. I'm not sure what it's doing on your guys' end. But it went a little bumpity there for a second. And it finally reset itself. This is probably a YouTube thing and a server thing. You got to remember, there's a lot of people getting on the internet now because we're all homebound and sitting at home. A lot of traffic, so that could be causing issues too. Just try to get some, at least another tipper full of grass off of this if we can, and I need to check back in with my workers here in a second or two, see what they're doing. I'd say our worker who is sowing corn is probably almost done. As far as our guy cultivating, he's probably getting close. I need to concentrate on getting some of these fields planted. I need to get this field over here cultivated. It's all ready to go. Alright, Epic Man, you have a good one, brother. I'm sorry. Yeah, you have a good one. Glad you could come. Appreciate it. We're almost done here with the stream. We're getting close. We've been going at almost 2 hours. I think that's enough boredom for everybody. Let me go check on my workers. We jump around the map here real quick. We know he's just sitting there waiting. He's almost done planting that. He's almost done planting that. Cultivating that. So yeah, I think what we're going to do, get back my mower, my forage harvester real quick. I think what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream right here. We're going to call it good. If you happen to like what you saw tonight, and if you happen to like this after it's uploaded, please give me a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that old subscribe button for me. If you would like to leave a comment in the comments down below, feel free to. I'll look forward to any kind of feedback. And if you want to share this video after it's this stream after it's uploaded, then by all means, please feel free, be my guest. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have a great night. I'll see you on the next stream. It'll probably be either tomorrow night or it might be Monday at the latest. Stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great weekend. And as always, friends and neighbors, happy farming. We'll see you another day.